I've been on hard mute this entire time. Whoops. Even though my mic was muted earlier. Ah well. I really think I'll learn my lesson eventually. Stone. Where was the stone belt? There it is. It's been left behind quite a bit. There. Almost. Needs to be moved one over. Right? Yeah. Okay, there we go. That's stone linked up. Right, you need brick and steel, so this needs to be split up. And this also needs steel. Okay, so... So steel, advanced circuit, heat shielding. Okay, so that off top was going to be the steel line. There. Up next to brick. Brick should be next to stone and memory serves. Yeah, there it is. Well, these belts were due for getting dragged up anyway. Up. 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 Ah, dang. Okay, I have to wait for my bots now to deliver supplies. But yeah, everything is down here, so it's gonna take a bit for them to get to me. Alright, well, that's happening. Let's see, so things here are looking good. This fun little system I've set up here should be work just fine, hopefully. Let's see, what is the recipe like again? What are the ratios like? 2 of both, and 1 drop of heavy oil. Okay. Yeah, this production will need to be higher because some of the powder, of course, needs to be turned into the crystal. Yeah. And this landfill here as well. Landfill. It's already made 1. Okay. Oh yeah, the construction bots meanwhile built the rest of that. Lovely. Just gotta get the brick in. There can just go like that. There we go. Now you also need processing units, concrete, heat shielding, and even more steel. I have steel here. Let's see, this also needs heat shielding and advanced circuitry. Thing is, pulling steel off from here is now going to be a bit on the tricky side, but if I... Could I? That's not spaced right, unfortunately. No, I kind of wish I didn't. This were 1 over. I can't just do that. If I just... let's see how to approach this. If I want to move this one over, I could just cut it out. Like so. Then, yeah, that's the one over I want, essentially. That's on top, that's one over. Because now I can basically do this. Plop you in the middle. Okay, so now actually I'm kind of... let's see, what is the two share? Yeah, they both need heat shielding and steel. So really I should put heat shield and steel on this belt here. Okay. Clean this up. So this is where advanced circuit's gonna go into. Where are the advanced circuits? Yeah, they are. Yeah, fuck it, I got the resources for it. Okay, this needs to be under one under. Needs to get squeezing in through here. Just checked for this alignment. Yeah, okay, it just goes like this. Yeah, I guess that's unfortunate, so it needs to do this. And it's not even lined up right. Great. It needs to go here instead. And that's the advanced circuits, then heat shields will go in here, because that way they can both feed this industrial furnace. Which means from the top, I'm just going to need concrete and... You know, I think I should just set up a... go to here. Take this concrete production area and just make a copy of it. That's probably just going to be far easier. Oh, they actually have a straight shot over there. Okay. Right, they're still lacking heat shield. Let's get the heat shields in next. Which are right here already. Nice and convenient. Heat shields need to go here. There. And I'm going to slap a concrete factory up here. That'd just be useful to have, so that I just have more concrete to work with. And that bite of brace over there is getting... Hang on, that should be in Yeah, you're in artillery range. Let's just push you. Oh, you and you. Now you're gonna be old news. There's another new one. There. Just occasionally prune. Locals, just to make sure that none of them get any bright ideas of getting too close. Alright, heat shields have been delivered. Alright, yeah, so I just need concrete and electric furnaces. Let's just Control C. Let's just copy this entire thing in one go. Alright, I'm gonna need to get myself another pulverizer. And I need to craft those stone rods too. Oh, that's crafted. Let's get the blue chips up. Where are the blue chips anyway? There they are. Oh. That's rough placement. There. Fixed. Blue chips to go along here. Alright, concrete will be feeding in from here. Oops. There we go. Iron rod production. We go in here. Yeah, these brick, sand, water. How much of each? 10 sand, 5 brick, 2 sticks. So yeah, sand needs to be some belt thing. Power this up. Where to get this thing some water from? Probably just from right across here. Could be an offshore pump. we go. As the water being supplied. How am I going to get? You're in a bad spot, unfortunately. Hey there, Midnight. How you doing? It just has to. That's a shame to hear. The free belts going in, 3 different materials, so each one just. I gotta wait for drone deliveries at the moment. Yeah, we finished Divinity now, so. Just drones. Look at all those drones go. No new biter bases, as far as I can tell. The new biter attack. Promptly dealt with. Pulverizer. No, I crafted one. There it is. 1, 2, 3. No, that's not enough spacing in the slightest. Because I first need to actually get the iron in. But first, let's let the bots finish their deliveries. But that should do. Go, and also let's preemptively get the brick in, which is here. Oh, I got quite some cryonite powder I've picked up. stone up to pulverize it to sand. Okay, and that's the new concrete facility going, and that'll get me the new industrial furnaces up and running. It's not actually emptying out fast enough. There we go, now it's able to keep up. This might actually be an instance where productivity modules might be useful, but yeah. There we go, concretes are going, and the new industrial furnaces are being created. I want 5 of these. Go. Alright, so how big are these fat bad boys anyway? Fuck, where to go? A bit bigger. Where is the water input on these things? Guess it shows up when I select the recipe. Alright. Also, now it's gonna have a nice little sweet stockpile of them getting created. Low on heat shields. And right, and the slowdown heat shield production is caused by the slowdown of tablet production. I need to basically double this. Let's stop this a bit for now because it's not quite good. Oh, hang on, that's the wrong way around. Oh, that's actually perfect. There we go. That should speed that up. There we go. They're all now working. Let's see if this sort of speed things along. Okay, back to the Cryonite stick facility. Oops, dang it. Damn it. Okay. Okay, so that's where the inputs are. Now I wonder, does this work like the sulfuric acid drills? Or if I link them up, I only need one input. Only one way to find out. I can get all of them. Nice. Out of landfill. Gonna have to wait for that to get delivered now. See, does it need large amounts? Not really, with 10-second crafting time. Okay, now I just gotta get the heavy oil in. The nearest heavy oil source is probably pretty close. Yeah, it's right there. Let's tap in from it along the top and just kind of bring it across. Let's tap into it here. There we go. No, it doesn't work like that. It's not going to share. Okay. And there we go, the first shipment of batches of cryonite. Lovely, very lovely. Not quite sure how heavy oil is involved in the process of this, but just smile and wave. And then the next thing is I can just take the cryonite and just wiggle it along into here and shove it in. Very good. That's for later. Because now that I have cryonite production established, now it's time to ensure a steady source of cryonite. Which means now it's time to prepare to take back my mine. Biters shall not be able to keep their prize. And finally know what I'm going to be replacing my shotgun with. Give me one rocket launcher, please. Oh. There. Because I already have an area set up that's more or less suitable for sulfuric acid trains out. For setting up rocket production, and that's this little military industrial district here. Because a rocket needs, where are you? Explosives, iron plates, and circuits. And hey, look at that, explosives, iron plates, and circuits. Perfect. Fact, yeah. Nope, not quite. Yeah, I'm probably gonna want to set this up into its own separate area anyway. There. Let's take it past the light oil. There. So you just do a flat damage. You actually have an AoE, which just requires more kaboom. Okay. I think I'll just. Okay, now thing is, which one do I want to use? That one has direct damage, 50 plus 15, and then 100 plus 30 explosion. This one is 200 plus 60, so it's definitely a reduction in total damage if I were to do the explosive rockets. But for single target, the SMG isn't that great. Now for single target, I've got the railgun. Iron fin, iron artifacts. And let's go craft myself some bada big bada booms. Go. Alright, these take a bit to craft, so let's speed things up a little. Alright. First rocket. Let's actually see. What's this firing one of these like? Ooh, it's got quite some range and almost blew up the substation. Alright, no, it's got a pretty decent range on it. It's nice. Of course, the problem is, there's odds of me blowing myself up, but what's life at a little risk? It stacks up to 200. Nice. Alright, that's a bit more ammo prepared for myself. Now, I want to quickly compare it to... Piercing area. Okay, yeah, the tank shells do way more damage. I should have expected that. Gonna want to swap out my armor for what I'm planning. Which also reminds me, now that I'm doing nuclear stuff, portable RTGs, I can make a few uranium fuse shells. I'll definitely make it my power situation a bit easier. So let's clear my inventory a little bit. Okay, I need to think through a bit on how... Actually, I'm curious. Has my radar spotted the offending biter base yet? Oh, for fuck's sake, there's one right there. Are you serious? It's like it's purposely landing in my pollution cloud. And this area is starting to get biter infested. I need to get the fence established here pronto before it gets overrun. Because if that Byron is there, that's it. They're probably gonna aggro on this base. Because yeah, it's constantly producing. These are still constantly producing power, even though they're not being used much. Yeah, production. Alright, these things are constantly soaking up a bit of power. I don't want to lose this. That biter base just has to go. Miss Rice, I need to test something. I don't have the pod on me. Give me that. I'm on the clock here before that base gets wiped out. How am I going to do it? I don't have a lot of time. Those spider meteors are way worse than I thought they were. So... let's do a bit of balancing. Okay, so to secure my place up there, I need to basically just establish defenses. Now the good thing is I already have... No, I don't have light. I do have heavy oil lined up in petroleum, which I can use as fuel. But it's not yet set to produce barrels, which I should do now. It's imperative I get this all up and running. Do I have a delivery cannon chest? Not on me. Do I have one over there? I don't remember. I'm very much on the clock, so I gotta hurry this up. Across this light oil anywhere nearby. Doesn't matter. Let's just use heavy oil. Fuck it. Get heavy oil in abundance right now anyway. Okay, that's gonna start getting this prepared. Where's my tank? I need the tank to get the basics cleaned out. Where did I leave it? I still don't know how I'm going to be properly securing that place. Because here's the thing, I would love to get the meteor defense, but it's power drain. It does 20 megawatts when charging, and it's ammo. I mean, I can make the steel locally with the barrels. It's the batteries. It's the batteries. The batteries need sulfuric acid. I basically need to ship sulfuric acid over then. Yeah, that might be the best bet, because I need to start shooting down biter meteors before they get out of control over there. The problem is the power terrain. I need to set up a steam plant up there too then. But let's first ensure the local safety, which will be with good old flamethrower defenses. First, I'm going to want a lot more walls on me because I'm limited in terms of. Yeah, got that, got the tanks. I don't need you. Yeah, I want to take along as many walls as possible, just so I can to make defenses as complete as possible. Should probably also look at just getting a little bit of iron production and copper production set up over there so that I can produce those locally. This is where my wool container is. There we go. Don't need those explosives. Okay, so I'll have to do everything else. I'm just gonna produce locally. Just get the defenses established so that they're set up. AP ammo I can produce locally. My only problem will then be protecting those mines. Counter laser turrets that will feed into then that I have to use a steam turbine up there. I have to use these and electric engines. I mean, one steam turbine and one electric boiler, just so that it starts at least filling it up. Just something to kick on when the accumulator gets low enough. You can get trashed. So can you. So okay, let's get the heat shield. Because let's see, one of these can produce 5.2 megawatts. Basically, it's just going to have to be a storage that area occasionally gets dipped into to power lasers when they need to, and the defenses when they need to turn on. That's just a robot, okay. Two electric boilers. I'm just gonna sell some steam turbines. Okay, get those handcrafted. I'm gonna want some more iron on me. These anymore. So I take one stack with me, just in case. Okay, got this. An assembler will be able to unpack these, and I'll be able to use the steel plates for the meteor defense. Speaking of meteor defense, I'm gonna want to set some up. I'd rather the base there get straight of power just to make sure those things get the juice they need. Okay, let's get these built. Need a whole bunch of glass. Glass is unfortunately also getting up to low supply now. My inventory's getting gunked up. Oh, a meteor got through. Great. Batteries. More processing units. They're currently being delivered to me. Soak those up. I need concrete and just free slots for that. I said I get steel. Anything else I can kick? Let's get rid of one stack. Here's the concrete. Any more processing units. Ah. Wait, those don't stack? Or is it just, yeah, the crafting just took its sweet time? Oh crap, how many do I want? She's gonna have to do for now, just to take care of the worst of it. Okay. Got basic supplies on me. Let's launch up. I need to get that place secured. If only... Where did my tank go? I could have sworn I parked it somewhere reasonable. But I guess not. And there's another fucking biter base again. They love this little area to expand into. Well, I'm not gonna let them. That's telling us a lot of meat. Okay, crap. These do not stack. Of course they don't. Oh, the big thing I'm so concerned about is the power over there. Okay, is this gonna... Yeah. What's gonna have to do? Just I got some materials. I have to get going. No, but I need the tank. Where the fuck is the tank? Did I disassemble it? It's nowhere. I could have sworn I at least saw somewhere the triangle of a vehicle. No, that's... Yeah, that's the space capsule that got busted up. I must have gotten rid of it, I guess. I have a tank there for base smashing. Discharge defense. This damages. Activate using the... Yeah, that's the micromanaging. What is this? It's got a shield, it's got 2 lasers, a whole bunch of solar panels, and it's my all-rounder suit. Tank. Need way more iron, because of course I do. I'm just gonna grab those multi-cylinder engines. I guess here I'll... here. At least I can easily I can grab a few of the multi-cylinders, but it's not many. But it should. Oh crap! You need so many of those. Do I have anywhere else that where multi-cylinders are being made? I don't think so. Yeah, my inventory's full again. Great. I'm gonna be crafting any more doughs. I'm gonna need some more copper on me. Don't doughs anymore. Okay. And I do have the railgun for emergencies. Oh, hang on. If I'm going to take a tank, I'm going to take tank ammo with me too. Add some fuel. But there should be rocket fuel still up there. But I should probably double check that. Spider meteors are the fucking worst. Okay, the pollution's gone now at least. Okay, now all of the fuel has been converted. So don't have any rocket fuel over there. So I'm gonna take some fuel with me. All right, I'm gonna want to take some of the meteor defense munitions with me, just that I can have some ammo up there. Only 20 shots per. Seriously? That's some. Should be a decent amount of shots. Okay, time for me to go. I have most of the stuff I need. It's not too bad now for me to actually launch back and forth, thankfully. Yeah, this thing's got a decent amount of rocket parts, so I'll have a ride back. In fact, it's almost loaded up with them. There's the delivery cannon. Yeah, I'm loaded up. Let's get going. Cornetto rocket pod pad. Let's go. Alright, yeah, I marked those deconstruction for reasons. Yeah, there we go. The return rocket is getting ready. Alright. Okay, let's put these electric burners near some water. It's over there. Go. Where is the tank still being made? Let's put down these accumulators for local power buildup. Where to put these meteor defenses? Probably here. Let's get the substations reconnected. Not a thing is, yeah, you are loaded up. Good to go to return at least. Problem is the cargo pad back home is empty. That's gonna be a pain or potential trouble. But first things first, I need to get rid of this spider base before it becomes too much trouble. It's gonna give me some breathing room. Tanks not ready yet, so let's just use the railgun. I want to get rid of this base now. There. So there's still, yeah, some worms. There. Okay, that's that dealt with. That's the immediate threat gone. These now are going to need some time to charge. They're not charging. It's because the power grid just flat out can't support them. I was afraid of that. Okay. So let's take a look down here just to spot that fighter base that trashed my mine. Because it has to have been down here because the attack went like that. Where is it? I thought it was around here somewhere, based on where the pollution cloud went. Oh fuck, powering this place. Ugh, everything I'm putting is just gonna drain more power. Yeah, these are set up to only drain power if there's enough capacity for them. The worst part is, yeah, I did not set up a proper extraction thing on Nauvis. Yeah, this thing is still mostly full. Side that should still fit. But I'm gonna want to set up a warehouse here just to empty it out in the future. Okay, but yeah, I have to get the fence established, and it's going to have to be mainly flamethrowers doing the work. Oh no, don't tell me that oil barrel recycling is somewhere else. Where's the list of let's do plate. Oh, damn it, it's a recycling facility. Ah! Okay, well that's not happening anytime soon. Ah, how am I going to defend this place? I really rolled like the worst possible starting planet, didn't I, for Cryonite? Upside's not producing any pollution at the moment. I'm genuinely at a bit of a loss. I don't know how to approach this. I just don't... The advantage of this is this seems to be pollutionless power production, thankfully. Problem is back home, there's not a pod yet on... Yeah, it needs a pod, and I didn't leave one there. Because recycling that's not been set up yet properly. Out of curiosity. I can't... Okay, so I can do an emergency burn to Nauvis. But I cannot... I really don't know how to do it. What to do? I don't have the recycler on me, so I can't fix that. This area is at least not producing any pollution anymore. So I can delay a little bit. I don't know. Because how am I going to power this place? My main power has been through solar this entire time. I'm gonna have to use this power, but yeah, I'm gonna have to fuel rockets back and forth, but that's gonna be resource heavy. My factory back home is straining right now, just building rocket parts and everything else right now. How am I going to ensure the foothold I get on here sticks? Sure, if I were more experienced in space exploration, I might know what to do, but this is literally the first time I've gone to another planet. Oh yeah. Okay, so these aren't gonna work because they are. I guess they're not gonna consume power unless there's actually enough power to support them. Which they're currently on the grid just isn't. Okay, I'm gonna put things on pause. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to think things over. See if I can just come up with something to get this to work. Okay, I'm back. Make sure to get the game back on. There we go. Okay, so I've had a bit of a think. First off, I goofed here. The reason these are not powering is because they're just simply not plugged in. There. Now they're powering up. This is going to immediately just kick this local base in the teeth. But it will at least get these powered up, get them defended. It's just gonna take priority right now. Get a boatload of ammo. These just are gonna have to slowly but surely drain, power up. Okay, so I've had a think, and here's the thing. I essentially here want to actually heavily invest into meteor defenses, because if I do, I will not need to worry about defending my outpost. If I heavily invest in it, then this will all be nice and powered up. And no biters will fall down. And so no defense is necessary. Just quickly make sure this thing at least has some fuel and stuff in it. So what this means is I need to start establishing infrastructure set up to handle the spikes for these things firing, which is the turbines I'm thinking of setting up. How this is going to work is essentially I'm going to set up a big old patch of these. Just so that I have a very big power bank. Oh, you Control Z actually undoes. Okay. There. This is just so that I have a nice big stockpile of steam to get things rolling. Oh, I don't have enough tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Can I even craft that many? No, not even close. There's a lot to do. So essentially, these will slowly, fill up steam, and on the other end, I'm going to have a pump, like so. It's going to be tied to an accumulator. I'm out of accumulators. No, I should still have accumulators there. Essentially, the idea is the pump is active when the accumulator ends up below a certain percentage. At least... yeah, it just should output... yeah, it outputs a signal of A. So, and then you are enabled when A... actually, let me double check. How does the signal from the accumulator work? Is A... the question is A showcasing a percentage? Accumulator. Let's see. Let me see here. Accumulators can be used to isolate power networks, yada yada yada. It takes 20 accumulators to maintain for balance every 21. Yada yada. Produces light, can act emergency backup, can act surging demands. I need to see how. Let's see where other uses. No, that's throughput. Accumulators can be isolated. Power networks A and B. Accumulators only charge extra powers produced by network A. Yada yada yada. Nothing about how the signals output. Let's assume it's percentage. So you are enabled when A is 25. It's this. Yeah, okay, it's actually going to be... I don't know if this is a good assumption, but it's just what I'm going to try. It's the first time I'm actually trying to use accumulators in this manner. And on the other side of this will be the steam turbines. Yeah. These can kick on to produce the emergency power. There. And on the other end will be electric furnaces to slowly but surely, when there's excess power, fill up the steam tanks. Because this just needs to bank. This just needs to get stored up eventually, so that there is just enough to satisfy these shocks of when all of these meteor defense installations are going to fire. To reload the meteor defense installations, I'm going to need two things: sulfur and stuff I can craft locally. Because I need batteries. Batteries I can make locally if I import sulfur, which I can then use this here. Steel I can use from the sulfur import. I can scrap the barrels down to steel. And essentially, whenever I need to import sulfur, I need more steel anyway, because more batteries are being made, more ammo is being made. So that's something to consider. Might be worthwhile set up an emergency steel production plant anyway, but that's for later. And then electronic circuits, that's just copper and iron. I've got plenty of that on this planet. Copper is here, iron is there. Doesn't matter if they're spread out far away from the main base. As long as I prevent the meteors from impacting, I don't need to defend them. So, that's going to be my plan of attack, essentially. Okay, this base is now starting to get power positive again, so now I can kick these on. I need an offshore pump. Man. And I want to stay here for a bit just to make this visit have as much value as possible so I don't waste rocket resources. I should probably disable my... Crap, I've lost track of the pump. There it is. Let's put you here. I want to put you closed. Crunch, crunchy, crunch. This area is very much suffering of the chicken and egg problem, but I think I figured out how to get the chicken hatched. That's this pump active. Water being sent up. Now I just gotta define the recipe. This needs to be high pressure steam. 500. 5,000. I think these things want 500. Yeah, max temperature 500. Okay, there we go. Now steam is being propagated. Okay, now you are disabled. It's annoying. I can't actually see the signal this way. Recharge level. Yeah, okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, okay, so I was correct about the percentage. So yeah. So when accumulator charge dips below 25%, this will kick on and turn on the steam turbines. Okay. Oh wow, these things need 10 megawatt just to maintain charge. In fact, yeah, look at that. The accumulators are already going down just by these going. I don't have enough isothermics to maintain this. I need to put a few more in. I can make 2 more. But it also means these meteor point defenses are not going to be necessary. Because all defense will have to be handled by the defense stage. So I can get rid of this to at least reduce the load a little bit. And it was very little. But it's something at least. Yeah, the problem is when this kicks on, it's going to be a net loss of power. Because this is just meant to be a steam bank. So let's just do that just to prevent my base from losing too much power. Also gonna have to make sure to plan and get that I return soon, so that I can get the next ship with the fuel in. Also, yeah, my suit is barely charging due to the low solar levels here. Okay. Production. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because I got these are no longer working. Production's now a bit more sustainable. Fuel levels are still looking good, actually. So now, yeah, now I'm no longer losing power. Now I'm actually starting to bank. It's gonna take a while. But this is as much as I can afford right now with my current power grid. I don't want to do two things too much. Okay, so that's set up. This is not set up. The emergency power is set up. The immediate biter threat has been dealt with. I now just need to get the meteor defenses properly established. While keeping an eye out for biters while things are being set up. At least now I have a proper plan of attack. Should I still bother with defense? I probably should set up walls, but I don't think I need them really. So all these walls were kind of unnecessary. I risk screwing up the landing because of all this cryonite and the pad not being empty. But eyeballing it. This thing has 6k worth. And that's about... let's say about half. Here we go. So it's got... that's how many cargo spots it's got. Because I can force the launch. 306 of 310. How many cargo slots are used here? 500. Okay, no. This thing needs to be off. The amount it's taking with it needs to be reduced. Let's set up a strong box. Because strong box. That's not actually going to take out enough. Storehouse, storage size. Yeah, I need to use the storage house. Just to ensure that this gets emptied out enough. Because I think what happens is if there's too many, the rocket will crash into the pad and wipe it out. And I'd rather avoid that. Okay, so let's get this filled up. Until I'm like, yeah. As long as I'm around 300, I'll be good. Manual launch kind of... okay, maybe I should do. Okay. I've now got Cryonite down to a level that it'll safely land on the pad. I've got some basic defenses set up so that I'm getting the emergency power starting to slowly but surely fill up. Okay, I don't have enough iron stuff set up. I'm gonna leave the drills off for now. I do not have the means yet to really get things properly rolling here. I'm gonna need quite a few of these defense installations to ensure the safety of here. I also need to set up a sulfuric acid plant. I need to get recycling. Okay, at least I'm now somewhat figuring out what to do. I really just need to heavily invest into meteor defense installations, get a proper defense installation going. And yeah. Also, it might be worthwhile to just somewhat lessen the strain is to just get a big old solar panel plantation going. It's not, you know, going to be efficient, but it's something. I've got them with me. I may as well drop a bunch off. Just to kind of help alleviate the issue a little bit. They're not going to be producing much power. But any power is good power right now, just to keep things rolling here. Yeah, these things are producing. Okay. Yeah, look at that reduction in power potential. Yeah, it's back. It's more emergency power essentially. Okay, this rocket is now enough low enough to survive the return trip. I'm going to need to make sure to get a fuel shipment going here soon. I've got a spare pod. Yeah, let's just take this pod with me actually to use to get the fuel rocket going. Now this cryopad, I've got low enough inventory. Let's go. And the launch failed, because of course it did. At least the line of in range of my construction bots, so everything's just immediately getting offloaded. Okay. Let's go and set this. Put this pod in so that this can just get launched. Also, let's put the request for the pod in so I get the pod back. Because it just got yoinked by a bot and it's about to end up somewhere. Oh, hey, look at this. I can use this as scan for biter bases. Oh, crap. There's quite a few of them out there. So many meteors have already landed. Oh, man, oh, man. Are you serious? I guess that's an expansion party. Oh wow, there's already so many biter bases. Oh, fucking believable. I kinda wish I hadn't found this out. I was a little hopeful I was gonna start getting a foothold. I guess I was mistaken. So I guess, yeah, once the first spider nest lands, that's it. They're just gonna start expanding. Yeah, they're setting up another nest here. Now which one a bit, then they're just gonna keep dropping in big enough groups that my guns will not actually be able to get them. Oh boy. Securing this planet is going to be a proper pain in the butt. Why did my radar not pick any of these up? Ugh. Probably because there's only one radar. Okay, well, as long as this area produces minimal pollution, the biter shouldn't aggro it. But I am on the clock to really get things going. Okay, well, I've got another pod in at least. Let's put this capsule in here. So... Ugh. How am I gonna clean them out? I'm just gonna have to clean them out manually. The spaces are not very big, thankfully. But just look at my factory suffering now. Probably from a lack of copper. And my copper production's not able to keep up anymore. I need to prioritize getting things set up on the base. Going on a biter killing spree up there is a little pointless. Because I first have to actually secure space, so to speak. I have to first actually make sure I can actually shoot down the biter meteors. Okay, well, first off, not gonna need all these walls. It's gonna take a while for this to get cleaned up because of just how much cryonite there is. That's gonna fill up on my local storage. It just had to happen, didn't it? On a 94% chance. Okay, but I have my priorities. I need to focus on getting a whole load of meteor defenses established. And then establish the means of keeping those going. That's going to be the best way for me to ensure my foothold. Let me just take a look here. If I look through here. 1 meteor, 2 meteor, there's a 5 meteor. I wish I could scroll this so I could actually check. What the averages are, but I'm gonna need so many meteor defenses because there's always gonna be the outlier. Because they can only shoot down one with an 80% chance to hit. That's gonna require so much power to maintain. They consume 5 megawatts to stay active. So I can't expand it that much at the moment either. Fuck! How am I gonna power this? I think I do have to go back to the idea of setting up perimeter walls. There's no way I'm gonna be able to power that right now. How am I gonna get the power to ensure I can keep that area safe? Basically, I think I'm going to have to set up flamethrower walls, set up AP ammo production up there, because I'm not going to be shipping that over because of how much AP ammo is necessary. Then I'm gonna also have to protect the mines somehow. Because I need to protect more than just the launch site. Launch site, yeah, it's on borrowed time. At some point, the biters are going to build to it close enough. They're just going to auto aggro on it. So I am still on the clock. So I do need to actually get walls set up there, but I can't afford to keep launching back and forth like this. It's going to put too much strain on the factory. It's gonna need artillery. Just to keep the local area somewhat secure from any meteors that slip through. But then... I really don't know. I'm completely stumped. This is fucking harder than getting started, than getting the space platform started because of the power situation. How am I going to power everything there? Maybe... So I cannot have everything done there with liquid rocket fuel. Nope. Okay, nope. Nuclear power is out because I cannot send the nuclear things over. What do you need for reactor rods? Yeah, no, that's not viable. How? Okay, no, pushing for Kovarex. I can't even push for Kovarex as he's Vulcanite. That's under production, not utility. I thought I had it, but it turns out there's already so many biter bases up there and power drain necessary. How the fuck am I? Even just, you know, deciding to go for regular steam won't cut it because a singular steam engine, 900 kilowatts, so I two. Okay, let's see here. The current steam plant here. What is the max this thing can produce? Of course, it doesn't tell me what just. I wish there was a way just to tell what the max was stuff could produce. That would make making these estimates so much easier. Steam engine. Yeah, so they max out at roughly 58. Could set up something like this. That would be 32. Times 0.9. Comes out to 28 megawatts roughly. Which will be enough to sustain 5 space guns. Meteor guns, rather. Use the tank and myself to clean out the biter nests that I spot on my next trip up. I'm basically going to have to go on a biter extermination run like I used to. It's only a matter of time until that alert is for Cornetto again. I have to hurry things up, but I'm plagued by indecision because I just don't know how to approach this. I have some rough ideas for powering all of this, but that all very much depends on not letting a biter base slip through. when one does. Thing is, it's easy to miss this alert being not for novice. So essentially, the only sign I'm gonna get that biters are in range is when stuff gets damaged, destroyed up there. How am I going to do this? How am I gonna get that place the power it needs? Steam turbine idea, that's for emergencies. That's for handling the spike when they shoot. So I'm gonna, set up a dedicated steam plant just for maintaining them. Again, 32 is gonna roughly maintain 5 of them. 5 is a decent amount. That should handle most meteor strikes, I think. Then, but I have to account for if rocks slip through. They will land in pollution range, though, based on how I've seen them land on the map. They just land close enough constantly. There is no... I have no good answers for this. And it's my only... Okay, it's currently my only really viable cryonite planet. And I'm now invested. I have to make do with it. I could put in more fluid isothermics too, but... then the matter of fueling them will become tricky. Because I need to fuel for it and for rocket launches. And so I don't want to over-rely on them. They were just meant just to kickstart things, just to keep things going. Not be the main power source. Okay, let's just make a to-do task. Just to get my thoughts down. So I have my thoughts down so I don't lose track of my ideas or potential ideas. Get enough. Meteor defense is up. How to power. Steam. One full plant will support 5. Nuclear is out. Oil power is out. Which basically just leaves steam in the fluid isothermic. Because solar is also out. I have no good way of producing power on that planet whatsoever. At least with my current techs. Are there any techs in the tech trade I could potentially use? Covarex is out of reach. Anything oil-based is not feasible. Anything solar-based is not feasible. No. There is nothing. At least in my current text I can research. Let's look on the productivity. Okay, here we go. So this is what I can potentially unlock, and not looking good at a quick glance. It's just buildings, and none of them are power generators. What about under productivity? Any power generation facilities under productivity? Other than Covarex? Wide area beacon, compact beacon, genetics. No, 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 no. How am I supposed to power all of this? Well, I don't need to power all of this. My factory is struggling right now. It's suffering from a resource shortage, which I don't want to do anything about yet, because I have to do something about it because it's going to affect everything else. Because, yeah, just look at the lack of rocket parts. Next fuel rocket's almost good to go, though. And with the delivery of that, this will last a while, thankfully. And there's more bases up there too. There could easily be bases I just don't have vision on. Satellite array will only scan to the border, so it'll not keep my it'll not check my local area. Yep, there it is. There's the next base. Honestly, I'm just going to make a trip just to clean out as many nearby biter bases as possible, just to hold the expansion a bit. I can potentially build up things a bit more, get some local production going. Start sending sulfur over. I've got coal, I've got water, so I can make the steam plant relatively nearby. So once I clean out the local biters, I can get more radar set up to make sure the area gets more up to keeps the scans going. Yeah, I have to set up the steam power plant just to get some more. That's basically going to double my power at the cost of a lot of pollution. But if I clean out the local biter bases, that should be manageable. But this is ice terrain, so I'm assuming it's going to suck for pollution retention. So it's going to spread everywhere. Probably just beyond this border already. If I could send up heavy oil, I could send up sulfur. That's going to be turned to steel, which can be used for AP ammo and for the meteor defenses. The fact that they cost so much to me. It doesn't even mention it here. That they cost, oh there, max consumption 5 megawatts. So they're always just consuming 5 megawatts. Yeah, these solar panels are producing nothing. They're not worth anything. How am I going to approach this? I haven't the foggiest. Honestly, cryo mining is just on hold until I get this area secured. There's no point. I don't want to just constantly have to, launch myself back and forth to fix it. Okay, first off, let me just check something. What's currently my big shortage? I think it's copper because the circuits are suffering. So I'm gonna want to increase copper production. Yeah, copper it's just not the belt's saturated and it's not. Oh, it's a single belt. It's not two. let's do that at least. Get the flow of copper going a bit higher to at least stem that going a bit more reliably. I need to start doing things again. Stop thinking, start doing. I'm gonna go with the steam power plant. I don't have much of a choice, honestly. It's a cheap way to power it. I can do it nice and close. The fuel processors will get me more mileage out of the coal deposit. It's about a coal deposit of 1 million, so it'll last a while. Especially if it's dedicated to only power. And then I need to... yeah, add on 4 more. That'll give me 4 meteor defense installations. That'll give me good odds on shooting down 4 and less meteor falls. That'll of course be the rare exception where there's still one will slip through, but that just means I'm gonna have to actually also need to establish defenses. Which, if I actually try to establish a proper power grid with steam, should be more doable. How did I put this wiggle here? Also, this offloading method was a neat idea, but it's not good enough. Let me just quickly stop these, just so that I can make this go a bit faster. There, that should offload faster. Actually, what I'm gonna do... There. Let's just speed that up. And ensure two full belts of copper now. Hey there, Zordus. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Okay, yeah, so need to replicate that, so I need to have enough of those in my inventory. That's going to come out to a total of 32 and 16. Okay. Pipe and stone. Creation Novus orbit. One, two, three, one. There's the 16 I need. Alright, that's good to hear. Now I need all of the iron for the 32 steam engines, although they also need copper naturally, which is something I'm now kind of low on. 31, almost there. Okay, 42. There we go. So that's that. I'm gonna need an offshore pump. Okay, that's crafting. Copper situation should improve now that I'm getting two full belts of copper in. Okay, yeah, this one's now maxed out, and then the overflow should start going to this one. Okay, that's gonna improve the copper situation a little bit at least. Steam engines are getting set up. Next up, I need to get the materials together for the 4 meteor defense installations. It's going to need a lot of glass, a lot of steel. Let's see, I need 100 steel per, so I need 2 full stacks of steel. Well, 4 stacks of steel, rather. There we go. I'm going to need a total of 4 stacks of concrete. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to need 200 worth of glass. Now glass is in a bit of a shortage at the moment, unfortunately, due to a shortage of stone. So I need 2 stacks of glass. There's the glass I need. I need more copper than I have right now. There we go. Now I need batteries. Oh, don't need this, don't need you. And I need more processing units. Alright, now once I got to space, first thing I need to do, clear off all the immediate biter nests. I have to do that. Okay, there we go. I can make the 4 anti-space debris guns to hopefully keep the biter issue in check. I'm definitely gonna need more ammo to come up along with me then, to make sure they are topped off. Okay, just take a full bunch. Don't need these. These turn out to be useless for my purposes. That's a Novus belts. Oh, some robots crashed. That's that. Okay, I got the tank. I got my rocket launcher and stuff to clean out the biter bases. Now I'm very happy I stumbled over that railgun. That thing's gonna be invaluable for this. I've got plenty of radars. artillery. I cannot ship artillery shells up. And the various bits and pieces for artillery shells are going to make them a pain to craft. Where are the artillery rounds here? Explosives, oil products, explosive cannon shells, oil products, and radar. So that's a no-go. Where did that scrap come from? That can go away. Oh yeah, I'm going to need a recycling facility for reprocessing the oil barrels I'm going to be sending up. Because I will need to send over sulfuric acid, just so that I can at least craft the ammo the meteor defense installations need. So I'm gonna need... that's I've just lost my train of thought. Fuck. Recycling facility. Big electric. That's all I was missing. I think I've walked past big electric. Yeah, they're down here. I just need the one. While I'm at it, let's check my perimeter. No new biter bases. Oh, that's a new one. How do I know? It wasn't there before. It was not in range. Let's get rid of you. No. You're a new one. Let's get rid of you. Pretty sure you are new as well. That one over there is new. Keep my perimeter, at least down here, as secure as I can. You are new as well. If I attack you, that's in range. Like it's in range of this base. That should be fine. And it's also in the pollution cloud, so it definitely needs to go. Okay, got the recycling facility to handle the recycling. So I need to get a launch site set up for sulfuric acid, which should be doable here by my military bus because of the parts needed for the capsules. Where were the capsules again? Capsules. Where were the space delivery capsules? There. Oh, they need, of course they need low density structures and heat shielding. That's back on Novus. And that's just them nibbling at my walls. Okay, I'm getting getting the bits and pieces together I need to secure my foothold. Because with those steam engines up and running, that'll be a more secure power source. Right, I'm going to fuel processors. 1, 2, 3, 4 should do the trick. What are you? Casting machine. Yeah, nope, irrelevant. I'm not doing anything with those yet. No way am I going to support artillery up there. Okay, I'm going to need chemical plants up there, and I'm bottling for the sulfuric acid. It's going to be just a 1. I can be skimp on a bit that it's slow. Doesn't need to be the fastest necessarily. It just needs to get ammo ready for when the next meteor's full. Okay, I've got enough stuff with me am I gonna go for another launch? You're there. Do I have... There's a capsule. There's a rocket good to go on the other side already, so I'll be able to use that capsule. Where is... I requested a capsule, didn't I? Or did I put it away already? I think I put it away already. Okay. So the first thing I need to do is... First thing I need to do when I get up there, slap some stuff down just to clean up my inventory and get to cleaning out the biter nests in the nearby area. Let's take this delivery cannon just along too, just to be on the safe side. So I got 2. Okay, let me just double check the situation on the planet. Yeah, so there's that. Are there any other new biter bases that I'm not yet aware of? Because it turns out this is wall hacks. Thankfully, these are all pretty small biter bases, probably due to the fact they arrive by meteor, so their size depends upon the meteor. As far as I can tell, these are the only biter nests in the area, so those are basically, I'm just going to go in a semicircle, smash them. Problem is, my suit is going to run out of juice over there because of the piss poor solar energy. There's now a very little bit of pollution because things are running. I've got quite a few rocket parts here, so securing the flight back isn't going to be too bad. And it's still got lots of fuel, thankfully. Yeah, these fuel tanks are nice and full. Honestly, the big issue will be the drain of my resource and if I launch the rocket for building new rocket parts. But I need to go up. I need to go clean up the biter bases. I should have probably taken more rockets with me, but oh well. The capsule immediately gets taken out and moved around. At least charging. There was a recent spike in power need, apparently. Well, okay, let's just put these down, just so they're out of my inventory. Actually, how is the emergency? Okay, the emergency power is filling up nicely now, so I'll be able to jump on when necessary. So here'll be the copper mine. A copper coal mine, sorry. Brain's getting a little frazzled from just figuring out this problem. No, hang on, I really should. Yeah, let's just put the steam engines down, just so they're already down. And then I'm gonna have to go on my, my biter hunt. That doesn't look right. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 times 4. Okay. Right, I should have probably realized because of my boiler amount. One, two, three. I need one in the middle too, just to power the inserters. Unless I make them. Where are they? There. It's gonna take up most of my iron, unfortunately, but. These, okay, there we go. It's fired a shot, so it's prevented one other biting meteor from landing already. Alright, let's get in the tank. Let's go do some biter squashing. Just to make sure that the immediate area is free of biters, that pollution doesn't get to them. Actually, there we go. So immediately get rid of the nests, just so I don't have to worry about those at least. Oh, these are spitters, yikes. I want to conserve my suit power for my shields. Because my suit is solar powered, and well, there's no sun power here. Oh, hello, there's a new base down here. Oh, this is just a full spin, another full spitter base? Okay. Another base down there. I basically just have to crush every single base I come across just to slow down their expansion as well. Alright, this looks like also a normal. Yeah, this one also has normal biters. Did that worm just spawn out of nowhere? Okay, that's that base dealt with. And now I'm gonna move up and basically just work my way clockwise around. Just to reduce the biter foothold as much as possible. This guy, I want to use my tank right now so I preserve my more valuable ammo. Yeah, thankfully these bases are on the smaller side. That's the one saving grace of this mess. Because they're limited by the meteors, I guess. I don't know how many spawns per meteor that makes it. Of course I get stuck on a rock there. Alright, time to do some repairs. There we go. Next base. Just with the tank, snipe off the spawners first. That way I don't have to deal with any extra biters going after me. Oh, there's a big rock field here. Tank does love taking its sweet time, actually kicking into reverse gear. Thankfully, running the worms over is an instant KO. This is a bit of a bigger one. I want to line a good shot off the rail gun. Oh boy. Where's my tank? That was a waste. Crap, there's acid on the tank working away at it. Where did that bunch run off to? That looks like another expanded group. Let's get rid of them before they grow. How are they going? They're meeting up at this area here, I guess. Oh, that's so many rocks. This is a big base. I think I'm going to want to get rid of my lasers, honestly, because they're just draining my suit energy, which I need for my shield. Well, the shield's not going to do much when I get caught. Yeah, there. 2 shots fired to take out 1 meteor, even though it's 80% chance to hit. It's very much XCOM logic. Hey there, Druss. How are you doing? Hope you're good. So I'm sure struggling. That's good to hear. So let's just say, Druss, the buyer situation is worse than I thought it was. Before I managed to get the defenses up, or any kind of defense up. I just need to smash all of these just to slow down the rate of expansion. Thankfully, I brought some heavy ordnance with me this time. Looks like I already partially damaged this base, just to finish it off. Okay, yeah. I'm removing the lasers. They are a nice little extra, but right now I need the suit juice to maintain my shield. Could buy me the few seconds I need to survive. Actually, I should just kill them with the rockets. Oh shit! No, come back. That's gonna be a problem. Oops, didn't mean to waste that railgun shot. So yeah, basically what I'm doing now is clearing out all of these immediate biter bases, because turns out you can somewhat cheat. If you use the planetary view and move around, they'll actually spot biter bases. See? And I just discovered a few more. Yay! Are... Yeah, I've already liberally used it for circus and the like. Thankfully. There we go. Just run those last few over. So yeah, so here, because you weren't here for it, this is my general plan. I am setting up. Yeah, I'm setting up this here. This is going to support 5. Allow me to support this essentially. 6 should see quite a few meteors off. So yeah, so this is for that. I'm just making sure right now I'm securing the local area so that when the pollution cloud comes, the biters don't immediately aggro, because I still have to worry about expanders. Be right back. Back. Another thing I've done, Duras, is I set up an emergency power plant. You might have noticed that. Here we go. Got a little circuit here set up that so that these only kick on when the battery accumulators are below 25%. They are basically I have enough to worry about. Don't remind me about the coronal mass injection. Yes, it's 12 hours away, but still. At least it's heading for Nauvis and not for Cornetto. Yeah, so I got emergency power. I have, some accumulators just for some shock. Some solar panels, but turns out they are absolutely useless. Just look at how little power they make. So that was a dumb idea. But yeah, so I've got a coal deposit that I'm going to turn to processed fuel, which will then power this. Processed fuel will mean that this patch of, I think it's 1 million? Yeah, 1 million will last me quite a bit. It's tiny, yes, but It's a million, and it's there just to last long enough so I can get, secure my foothold. And hopefully unlock some techs with some better power. There's uranium up here. But it's no way for me to consistently supply uranium. This tank's actually pretty close to running out of ammo. I'm gonna have to do the rest on foot soon. Also, man, yeah, because processed fuel gives so much more energy to coal, even when not used in vehicles. Oh, of course, I have to be a single rock there. Just make sure to get the spawners. Fucking rocks. It's nice to know that it makes them hard to see. So many damn big worms. I'm gonna need uranium ammo for this, honestly, but I don't have it locked. At least I don't think I do. Big worms stay hurt. Oh, it's not. It's still not dead. Finally. Good thing I have a few repair packs on me. And I'll see, once that's all set up, I'm just gonna have to defend these bases with lasers. And maybe oil and maybe flamethrowers. Yes, lasers will be energy intensive, but at least I'm building up a power bank to support it. Also, for a tank gun, you really expect this thing to have a bit more range. Now that I think about it. I think the rocket launcher has more range, honestly. Yeah, the rocket launcher definitely has more range. The worm goo does so much damage. I'm glad I have that shield now. Yeah, so pretty much this will be the strategy to go. Use the tank to take out the spawners, and then step out with the rocket launcher to blow away the worms. Now, I'm kind of ashamed that I didn't take extra rockets with me. Also, my suit's about to run out of juice, which means I'm about to lose my shielding, because it's solar powered, so it's not recharging over at this distance from the sun. Okay, spawner's gone. Now I'm better off using the tank gun against the big biters. Looking forward to when the green ones show up, then I'm going to be in trouble. Oh wow, that AoE is also pretty big on it. Just barreling in a jetpack spacesuit, spamming poison grenades in the assault rifle. Nice. Okay, so looking at things, the big thing I still need to do, if I get rid of this nest. Also, I don't know about the stats for it, but I'm pretty sure the ground, snowy ground, hardly absorbs pollution. I don't know if it's as bad as desert. That's also going to determine a lot. Where did the tank go? It's down. I mean, you think it'd be worse, because, you know, it's not, there's no foliage that would soak it up. Oh crap, I'm gonna go between nests here. Let's turn around. Yeah, we have to blow some of these away. Getting low on tank rounds though. I'm going to focus on taking out the nests before more biters show up. I just wish the tank rounds didn't have such small range. It wasn't so inaccurate. That nest is nice and protected, tucked away behind rocks and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh crap. Sand desert. Okay, so that's the value for sand and desert. Slightly worse than grass. Yeah, I know. Remember Dav watched that, yeah. Desert spreads pollution more than grass. That's only slightly worse, huh? Okay. Yeah. Maybe you need to look up the mod, because the snow biome is from a mod. Guess we'll find out. Getting a bit low on resources. We're gonna have to pull back for now. I don't like this, not one bit. I've mentioned it before you were here, Russ, but getting established here very much feels like a chicken and egg situation. You have so many things you need at the same time. It wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for the freaking biter meteors. That's really the kicker. It's the biter meteors that's causing all of this pain. You have to look. It's its own separate mod. Maybe you gotta. I forget which mod it's called, but I think it's called Alien Biomes, something like that. Yeah, 'cause space exploration it's like a mod pack, so it's taking things from all over the place. You know, much like how Minecraft has biomes aplenty. Basically, I'm gonna flip this on. Now I'm gonna establish a basic laser turret perimeter just to keep the launch sites safe. I mean, losing it will not be something I can't recover from. I can always just rebuild. But I'd much rather not have to. Don't have any efficiency modules on me, unfortunately. Alright, well, there goes the pollution. I guess I could check. Well, how did you check the pollution tab again? To see what's creating and what's absorbing pollution. My electric grid is at its edge limits. Oh right, these actually still need water. Little squiggle on the top right. Ah yeah, okay, makes sense if it's under production statistics. Go, that's them kicking on, and now really kicking off the pollution. Oh, look at that. Look at how many biter nests are already soaking up pollution. Great, there's... What the fuck? Can't be right. Oh, this is for everything. This is not local to my planet. Well, that's gonna make it hard to estimate. But oh well, it is what it is. I'm gonna slap down some radars to get some better eyes out. And set down a proper radar scanning facility. It's gonna soak up some power, but it will mean I'll get more updates about... Yeah, it's doing damage to make on what now, but it is what it is. At least my grid can now support 50. So now I can power these on. This will nuke my production for a bit, but this will also be a stress test for the Steam. Let's shove ammo into these just so that they already have some ammo. Yeah, here we go. That's now kicking on. I am out of power now. Okay. I need 120 now to satisfy. But it is what it is. These are now at least... These are going to be charged up eventually. It's going to take a while. Also, yeah, I don't have that many steam turbines. Let's handcraft one more. It's going to use up my handcraft resources, but it'll do. Steam engines are now in full swing to get everything up and running. Yeah, look at it. This is keeping up nicely. That chain, that boost in, let's see, yeah, coal is 4 megajoules, and this stuff is 10 megajoules. And I'm pretty sure it's a 1-to-1, right? Either way, I'm gonna get so much more out of my coal by doing that. And now I need to just keep an eye on the pollution cloud and see how it spreads. Lately, the pollution should slow down once the space guns are charged. Because then these things will no longer be... Wait, what? Did I miscount? Oh no, because of the low power. Right, brown out. On the plus side, slapping down another one of these will increase the rate. Will up my power a bit more out of the critical. And it will also mean just a bit more power for my steam engines to go. Not even halfway. I think I might have tried to charge too much at once. Let's remove 2 of these. That just only removed the 1. But it does mean the others will charge a bit faster. There, let's do it like this. This way these 2 will first charge up. Yeah, see, this is more sustainable for my power grid right now, just to have 2 charging at once. It can manage that, barely. Okay, and it looks like, good thing, yeah, steam takes priority over the isothermic. These now turn off and on as necessary. It's actually quite now just kind of bouncing between the 2. These are now running at full tilt. They're almost charged. Okay, I'm starting to create a proper foothold. It's getting there. That's 1 charged, that's 2 charged. Now it's time to plug in the other 2. This will put more strain because the other 2 are now in an idling state. Accumulators are running out, which means now the... Yeah, look, there it's not running at full capacity, so it's able to support it all. The accumulators are not even responsible for that much output. They can only output that much at once, I guess. Okay, yeah, but I need to stay here. I need to keep an eye on the pollution. I need to keep an eye on the biters. I need to make sure that the base gets set up. And the base is just currently at its most vulnerable because of barely any defenses. I can only get laser turrets set up once the buffer is properly established. These are now running at full steam. Just barely not fully supplying everything at the moment. Oh wow, okay, I'm gonna need way more steam turbines to compensate for the kick this is going to cause. Each one produces 5.8. Each one's worth 20. 20, I've got 6. So I need to support a 120 megawatts power kick. which comes out to needing roughly 20. That's not including the other power sources, admittedly, but 20. But there, they are now. Okay, they're now all fully charged. Factory can now go into a holding pattern again. And you know what? Since I have another bunch of no, I have no suit juice. I have to put this down manually. May as well put down our accumulator substation just to make sure there is as much power storage here as possible. On the plus side, the storage tanks, the steam storage is big enough, it feels like, thankfully. Okay. Now I want to at least establish a basic perimeter, just so that if an attack comes, it can be blunted and potentially dealt with. Gonna have to just make it single thick for now, unfortunately. Making use of... no, you can... Okay, you can't walk past that. Good. These walls are more meant to stall more than anything right now, honestly. Just, it's not a proper defense, but it's something that I'm going to line with laser turrets just to maintain. Just make sure that my assets at least stay somewhat safe. I don't think I even have enough walls to fully surround the facility. At least I'll be able to cover the most likely angles of attack. We're kidding when they said a space exploration was a challenge, although I don't think this was quite meant to be part of it. Okay, practically I can use the water here to seal things off a bit easier. Nope, I can no. Nope. Okay, you can still walk past that. Damn it. No, you can't. Okay, I cannot quite managing to fully cover the factory, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Thankfully, there doesn't seem much in the way of bases down below to worry about quite yet. And now I should at least be able to prevent more meteors from landing nearby. Okay, now you just have some power around the perimeter. But once I manage to establish a proper foothold, it's gonna make life a lot easier. Problem is getting it established. Actually, they need to be away from the walls so that the big biter can nibble at him. Okay, that has a decent perimeter established. That should see off some attacks. It will not see off the big dangerous attacks, but it'll at least blunt them and distract them by having them go after the turrets that are going after me, giving me the time that I need to respond, which is the more important part. At least the liquid fuel reserve is now nice and full. Okay, this is all charged. 2 of these hit the fire at some point already. And look at that. There's a base of conveniently in the weaker side of my defenses. I'm gonna have to go smash that right away before that becomes a problem. Thankfully, these walls that I get from this will allow me to extend the hole, close the gap a little bit more. 5 out of 5 meteors destroyed. Oh boy, this is going to really... oh fuck, all 5 are going to be charging. That's gonna suck. Because my base is not ready yet to survive a power surge like that. So frozen water has... second tile, snow has. Yeah, oh wow, that's so much worse than desert. Holy shit. That's like that's more than 2 times as bad at soaking up pollution. At least for the frozen ground. Yeah, that base is already getting pollution. I have to deal with it now. Thankfully, this is somewhat open terrain, not too many rocks to get in my way. So I can focus on sniping off. Okay, that's all the biter nests blown up. I think it is. Oh, there's still one there. There we go, now it's gone. Oh, there's another base there, of course. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm surrounded. I was hoping I'd at least have a bit of a direction I could focus on, but no. Why did it have to be biter meteors for my first planet? At least now if my extra radar's online, I'll be spotting the biter bases sooner. But wow, the fact that... oh, the thing is, I don't even know yet to what extent this cloud is going to go so fucking far. Oh. At least the bases here are small. They're not the big bases I have to deal with on Nauvis. So the attacks won't be as bad either. That's the one saving grace of this mess. I only have 4 tank shells left. I need to make these count. Okay, there we go. That's the nest sniped off. Oh wow, look, there are the remnants of a nest I took care of earlier. Am I glad I decided to build a rocket launcher? They're saying I'm using this to snipe off biter nests. Maybe I should use the normal rockets instead, because they do more damage. Right, because to snipe off worms. I think the AoE is handy. And again, I do also have the railgun for sniping purposes. Okay, I'm gonna do one drive. Just a quick drive around the southern perimeter of the pollution cloud, just to make sure there aren't any nests hiding out there. I need to go on patrol, basically. On the plus side, thanks to the low threat of this planet, pretty much every biter nest I come across is either from expansion or from the meteors. So once I do manage to clean out the biter nests, I won't have to worry about biter nests anymore, pretty much. It's just getting to that stage is going to be really rough. Okay, looks like the rest of the perimeter looks fine. But I'm too low on tank ammo. I cannot go after more biter bases, unfortunately. It's as much as I can do right now. I mean, I've cleaned off a decent amount. I've taken care of pretty much all the biter bases on my perimeter. Yeah, so the southern side is looking good. Northern side will probably come under attack, but it's also where I've got the most defenses. Yeah, they're just gonna have to hold. I mean, it's a decent amount of laser turrets. And I've put them one tile away from the wall, so the big biters cannot reach over the wall to get at them. So, yeah. Okay, I'm starting to actually get something that looks like a foothold now, with these defenses established. These are still... Okay, they're almost done charging. I definitely need to get more steam turbines, so let's add that to my to-do list. On a plus side, Druss, you weren't here for it. But back on Nauvis. Alright, but first of all, I currently have 225 of the good stuff, the shiny rock. Hey, things have actually blocked up. Oof! Wow, thanks for the raid! 10! Fuck! Oh, thanks man, appreciate that. How did your stream go, Val? Hope it went good? This has very much been a raiding-heavy stream, considering what I've been dealing with. Okay, my battery production is insufficient. But yeah, Truss, I have Cryonite rod production established also, so yay, I can also start doing that. Yeah, thanks, Vesp. This is a little extra that I got. Done again by College Sketch instead. Nice. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, night, Nor. Yeah, this is the revamped model, but also I have also gotten an extra uniform for my factory streams, because I've been doing quite a few factory streams at this point. But yeah, but trust, this is also the water recycling little system I set up, where I've got a pump here which checks the level of this tank, basically. That way I don't overload on water. At least things here are going relatively good. No. Oh, there's a nest that needs squashing. Cannot use artillery from distance, unfortunately. That nest over there, I think, is in range 2. Okay. Okay. But I gotta make sure to take a quick peek in your server vows so that I can see what the doodle was you worked on. Okay, things here are for the most part now gonna run. Unfortunately, yeah, these are gonna stay powered on just to keep the frigging Yeah, just to supply the meteor defense installations. 50 laser turrets established. Probably going to want to establish a second line of laser turrets to be on the safe side, but I first need to return back to Nauvis for supplies. Craft myself a bunch more steam turbines to better handle the shock of all these meteor defense installations potentially firing off. Okay, I've got more than enough rocket parts for a return trip. And more than enough fuel stockpiled. Let's return to base. Back to the cryopad. So, yeah, for those who are not familiar, I am currently playing what's called the Space Exploration mod in Factorio, which adds a lot of extra things to Factorio. Like, the finishing point of vanilla Factorio is the starting point of this mod. I don't actually need a fuel rocket. It'll do. Alright, now that I'm back on Nauvis, I can get resupplied. So I need to get craft myself a whole bunch of steam turbines. So I can deal with the power situation up there. And I need to also improve my battery production. Now that I'm back on the ground, I can turn on my my robo followers again. Battery production is here. This is just insufficient now for my purposes. This is in dire need of an expansion. Oh. Damn it. Concrete's gonna get in the way. We just plan this out. Alright, you know, fuck it. Let's just break the concrete belt. And fix it afterwards. Now I have a better idea of where stuff is. There we go. More glorious spaghetti. Speaking of glorious spaghetti, break that link, break it there, leave that there. There we go, just to get one more expansions. I've essentially tripled my battery production. There we go, relink that. That's all the trains here stay nice and fueled. Oh, there was a fault. Oh, I see what happened. I put them one tile too close together. Dang it. Well, this has gotta go. Man, am I grateful for construction bots. That makes this so much easier. Cleaned up. So the problem was you need to be in space like this. Lovely, lovely production. Now to relink this. go. Alright, that's a tripling my battery production rate. Is my sulfuric acid even able to keep up at this point? It looks like it's keeping up. Okay, that'll help resolve the battery issue a little. That's my current bottleneck. Oh boy, what happened to my iron? It's just simply... oh right, because of all the building, it's... the mole's putting a drain. 2 belts is no longer enough. 2 belts are no longer enough. I need to expand the iron belt bus to 3 belts now. Or just leave it at 2. Right, there. I think there's the clue. That's what I can do. Is this. That should ensure that it no longer gets bottlenecked through here. It'll actually skip past it. The prioritize still going. So what's the point of this if... yeah, you know what? There. Yeah, there we go. Now these belts are actually emptying out from use. As it should be. Okay. That's ensuring that flows more efficiently. Now that I'm back on Nauvis, I have some... ooh, that's a big collection of biters that needs squishing. I've got a biter base here that requires blowing up. Get to work artillery. No biter bases along there. There's a new biter nest here that needs to be squashed. Those nests are fine where they are. Might need at some point put down an artillery base here, like here, just to secure this area, because the police is starting to reach out that far. Yep, there's the reprisal attacks. Okay, production here is kicking up again. Good, good, good. I am restocked, which is also good. I need to really look into crafting myself an RTG. I just need to make 4 uranium fuel cells. The rest I can easily grab. Can I handcraft uranium fuel cells? The things this game has you do. Uranium fuel cells, where are they? They're the kind of thing that are just easy to gloss over. Yeah, I can handcraft them. I just need 4 235, a whole bunch of 238, and 10 iron. Unfortunately, I have a nice big stockpile of those. One, two, three, 4, and then put the rest back in. Now I just gotta get the rest of the stuff, and now I have myself an RTG, which means I'll be able to power my suit. Let's see, you produce 300 kilowatts, which basically takes the place of 10 solar panels. Very nice. Although I think, yeah, but it does take a 4x4 grid, which is still more space efficient than 10 solar panels, because 10 solar panels is 2x5. Wait, 4x4 is 16 spots. No, it's not more space efficient. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so it's not as space efficient, but in return, the suit's gonna work on areas where there's no sun. So, you know, as far as I'm concerned, it's worth it. You know, because I currently have a bit of a problem in that where I'm currently mainly operating, where I need my suit to always work, the solar power is atrocious. Oh, what? Oh, wait. Oh. They produce a 10 a bunch. Oh, whoopsie. I have quite a few fuel cells now. They do. Well, here's the thing. I think they do work. It's just, here. Let me just go. 13 kilowatts from a single solar panel at full daylight. It's a malus of 77%. So what is negative 77% of 30 kilowatts? That's how much the solar things are gonna produce. Okay. Where did that logistics spot come from? Get out of here. Where did the RTG go? I've lost track of it. There it is. Oh. There we go. So there are some batteries that I have here to basically soak up. Okay, with the RTG, I now definitely am gonna have to pick between having laser defense or not. Is there a way for me to do this more? Yes, there is. There, this gives me an extra spot to work with. It's going to be murder on my suit because taking them out will depower them all constantly. Okay, there. I mean, these single slots here. Yeah, I can see him needing multiple suits in the end. But for now, yeah, one for building, one for fighting. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, this essentially, I need this to be an all-rounder though at the moment, unfortunately. So I'm going to remove one of the roboports so I can have 2 laser defenses. There we go. Can I do this more efficiently? Not really. And so yeah. Hang on. I have access to Mark II roboports, don't I? Where is the personal? No, okay, I don't have access to the Mark II yet. But yeah, basically, the exoskeleton takes up 2x4. I don't really need that, honestly, at the moment. My thruster suit will be is basically my buildy suit. There. I mean, I guess what I can do with these spare slots I have is just put in solar panels anyway. Just that charges up a little bit faster. Also, 2 shots fired for 1 meteor. What's kind of annoying is this here doesn't show them firing while you're not on the relevant planet. I wish that was there, so that I could keep an eye on if Cornetto is actually successfully shooting down meteors. That would be handy. Okay, wow, I'm still not producing enough batteries. So, it's time to overclock these. Speed! Okay, I'm well within my logistics network umbrella here. I can also put productivity modules. There, cut down speed. For 4 productivity. At 4 productivity, 100 divided by 4. Which means every 25 batteries, I get a free one. I'd rather be producing them faster right now. If I put all free in, I lose. No, I'm just gonna go with the assumption that it's that I'm just gonna stick with productivity modules only being handy once you have beacons to offset the speed loss. Because you produce 10% less per productivity module. Sulfuric acid still... Wow, okay, sulfuric acid. Okay, oh, I think the actual bottleneck's going to be the sulfur. And sulfur's a bit of an awkward spot because of all this piping that's happening here. Okay, but I am making that's good progress. Okay, it's all now this. I really have to pay attention to this now, so that if I see an alert for Cornetto pop up. Yeah, I really need to just look at Cornetto. Ah, okay, that explains how I spotted that. You know, this is kind of cheaty, honestly, that you could just do this.
Ooh, cheating, are we?
Oh, hello there, Shorin. How you doing?
Hey.
I see someone noticed I was actually sitting in the recording booth. How you doing?
I'm alright, just... If you were hired for this role, how many other jobs would you tend to hold? 0, 1, 2, 4 to 5, more than 5? What?
Pollution. Okay, it's hit the first.
I'm just doing job shit right now.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
I've taken like 2 breaks throughout today because shit's just pissing me off.
Right. Okay, I think it's time to try out my experimental jury rigging. So in this game mod, I do have essentially delivery cannons, which are real guns to fire resources around. But I'm pretty sure you can repurpose those into being weapons.
I would hope so.
Okay, so okay, the problem is you're going to be disabled due to circuitry from resource shortages, but I should just be able to override that by changing this enabled condition. Okay, let's change your target to Cornetto and have your target be here. So let's just put you smack dab onto that biter base. It's charged. The payload. Okay, let me just flip this. Payload empty. It doesn't have. It's not. Oh, you're still disabled. There we go. It's gonna be slow loading, but yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. It's assembling it. Firing. That does about half. The biters are not responding to it. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna temporarily put these here just to speed up the loading process. Just yeah, they do regenerate health. Smack. Hey, look at this. I can clean up the mess from a distance. Okay, I should just be able to just observe in this map mode. And just, yep. Oh, it actually tells you evolution factors. What evolution factor do the behemoths spawn again? Do you know, Duras? Okay, I'm starting to get close then. Okay, so that's crushed.
I answered that question wrong. How many unexcused tardiness is acceptable before a person is formally disciplined? I put none.
Whoops.
I thought it was how much I am. It was asking how much I'm tardy. I didn't. My brain skipped ahead.
It happens. Alright, well, good thing I realized this. This is definitely going to make... It's going to be slow going, but this is going to be less consuming of my resources than being there myself to just blow it all up. So, yeah. I'm just gonna... just some casual interplanetary artillery. Also, the evolution factor is exponential or something like that, right, Taurus? Where it takes longer at higher values to actually progress? Or was the evolution linear? I forget. I've never looked at this kind of stuff because it's never been relevant for me. Usually by now I'd be done with Factorio. This mod adds so fucking much after the rocket launch that it starts becoming relevant. Okay, so it's a 0.9 factor when behemoths start showing up. Okay, I am starting to get close. But I think by the time I get to 0.9, I should have uranium munitions going around by then. I'm basically just firing rocks at these spiders. Just dropping them on top from space.
Rocks are effective against spiders.
Hey. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm just targeting the spawners. I'm gonna leave the worms be for now. Yeah, I just want to clear off the bases that are at the edge of the pollution cloud. Honestly, the worms gonna stay put. And yeah, the increase is multiplied. Yeah, yeah. So it is exponential. Okay, I was correct about that.
Alright. All emails have been followed up on. Everything has been called upon. Awesome.
This is slow going, but after the stuff I had to deal with just for the stream, just getting things going, I could do with just a nice relaxing, just murder things from a distance break.
Red's your pollution, right?
On the mini-map here, red are biter bases. This is my pollution. This red fog, essentially.
That's what I was. That was what I was referring to.
Okay, yeah, that's my pollution cloud. If biter nests, an attack. Okay, that's a scouting attack. When a biter nest ends up underneath a pollution cloud, they will start basically homing in on the pollution source to attack it. Which is why currently I'm dealing with the biter nest at the edge of my pollution, because I think the pollution cloud is still going to spread out a bit further. Although it's looking like it's nearing its limit. But yeah, it's important I keep this base safe, because I need this resource to progress through the mod, and this is my best source of it. On this planet, which has one of the roughest possible modifiers a planet can have in this game.
Snowy.
No. Biter meteors. Essentially, in this game, it adds meteor impacts. You know, occasionally meteors fall down. Usually they just, they're just a rock that lands, and if they land on your base, they do damage. Biter meteors means if you don't shoot the meteor down, it spawns a biter base.
Gotcha.
And the worst part is biters expand. When there's a nest, if it's around long enough, it eventually starts setting off like a party, generally in your direction, to establish a new base. So if you let a biter nest be, they will start expanding, making things worse. Which is why it's kind of important I just start blowing this up. Yeah, here, you see? This nest wasn't here earlier. It just got spotted by my radars. Yeah, I've got 5 radar installations in here scanning the area to make sure to spot any new biter bases that spawn. Thankfully, the worms soak up pollution and don't cause attacks. So actually, I'm going to leave the worms be, because that way they'll soak up pollution. And let's see, they. Oh no, actually, they don't consume pollution. Never mind. But still, yeah, I just gotta get rid of these spider bases to prevent attacks, because this base is not well defended. It's basically I had to make do of what I can with the limitations of what I can put here. Because interplanetary logistics is hard, it turns out. Look at that, they're preparing an attack, either an attack or an expansion.
Ah, here we go. Found the button.
Thankfully, how biter attacks works is the first time a base gets triggered by pollution, it sends a scouting party first before actually trying a proper attack. So it'll send like 1 or 2 biters, which will easily get killed, but then the follow-up happens. Steam is getting nice and full. Listen tight.
Thank you.
Alright, that's okay. This nest dealt with just the worms left over. That one's worms. Yeah, this nest here is currently soaking up pollutions. This nest is the next priority. Welcome back, Druss.
Planning to be a bank teller.
So yeah, considering my limited resources, this is just my best bet because I don't have any other options right now. Sure, it would be faster if I were to blow them up personally. Oh, there's another attack. I think that was from the base yeah, that was the attack that was scattering here that I just got rid of. Okay, I think I'm gonna trash. Okay, look, they're kicked that base, so I think they are gathering for an attack. Yeah, that's where they're moving because their nest got destroyed.
And I hate that this fucking government film keeps getting new stuff. I get a text or something and I feel like it's from I feel like it's from a company I applied to. I don't know how to stop them, or they haven't looked into stopping them either.
Also, I just realized something. Oh, it's because I'm just dumping all of these rocks here. When I drive past here with my construction bots, they are immediately going to gather all those rocks and gunk up my inventory. Because each of these shells contains 100 rock. And okay, yes, the biters, they're going off to other nests now because they consider their nests destroyed, I guess. Okay, let's see here. So that's that nest dealt with. I want to also at least crush this nest because it's pretty close to my pollution cloud. And that nest there. Once I have those two destroyed, I should have the pollution. The nests are at most risk of deciding to attack me will have been dealt with. Also, somewhere out there, there's a bunch of rocket junk just lying around from when I initially arrived on this planet. Okay, that's that nest dealt with. Next up, this nest here.
Maybe I won't get this job, but I don't know.
Always worth
My
trying.
dad mentioned my dad mentioned I said the F word 2 times. Then I just looked at her card. She's the assistant branch manager.
Whoops.
But it's like, I don't know. She's gonna look at me like in a casual setting and judge me in a professional setting. Like, sure, go ahead, I guess. Because like I act differently, like depending on what setting I'm in.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I mean, I think everyone does, to be fair.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick hack scan, just to make sure that. Oop, I've come way away. Okay, getting there. Okay, let's just make a quick. Oh, now it's one in range. Just making a quick sweep to make sure no bases snuck by. And this is just the remnants. No nests left there. It's probably not the most interesting thing to watch right now, but considering the rough hand I've been dealt, I think I could take it a bit easy.
Is your application zero? Actually, would deeply be able.
Okay, that's that nest crushed. Yeah, this one's already soaking up pollution, so it's gotta go next.
I wouldn't mind getting hired by this bank because it opens up a lot of doors. Has a Sutri bond ever been refused? What the fuck is that?
No idea. That sounds like something that needs to be googled.
Sutri bond, yeah. Help small business with win contract by providing the customer with a guarantee that their work will be completed. What does that have to do with? Oh, ever been refused to you? Okay, I guess I kind of get why that would be a thing. I've been opting out of all the information. They want you to like say your race, gender, all that shit.
Go. What's going on here?
You're
Oh,
showing
that's just
cemented.
remnants.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I will wait a day and I will contact them tomorrow. I called like 3 or 4 people today. Nothing
Okay.
has been playing out.
Nauvis. I don't need to worry about Nauvis defenses. Nauvis defenses are nice and strong. It's really Cornetto defenses, because much like an ice cream, it's soft.
His little falcon. I wouldn't mind having a pet falcon. They seem cool. Nice.
Okay, that should be the last base dealt with. Alright. It doesn't look like the pollution cloud is spreading any further at the moment. So that's good. So I don't need to do much more right now. And they now have meteor defenses are now full operational. So they will now be ensuring that no more biter meteors arrive. That once I wipe out the biters, no more biters will show up.
No, no.
Oh, look, the biters are everywhere. They're everywhere on my planet. So, okay. Last thing I do is first thing I need to reset this condition. You are enabled when check mark is
There you go.
not equal to 0. And these two gotta go. And now I need to reset this thing to actually fire back to where it was supposed to be shooting at.
6 buck?
Which is this container here. Okay, and with that, I've made good progress. I've set up cryo rod production. I am getting a proper foothold on Cornetto now. I'm really digging into that ice cream. Soon it'll
Ice
be...
cream.
Yes. Have you never heard of Cornettos?
Is that ice cream?
Yeah. Well, it's
Wait, so you're eating ice cream right now?
no, the moon I'm setting up shop on is called Cornetto.
Oh. Okay.
Cornettos are those. They're essentially those horns that you can just kind of, that you can just get in the freezer. You just get like a bunch of them.
Okay.
I don't
Makes
quite know.
sense.
Yeah. I don't know if they're actually in America or not, but I'd assume so, because. But yeah, that's it. I've got the Cryonite up and running. The ice plant is starting to fall under my control. I'm gonna be wrapping things up here for tonight. Hope you enjoyed this little extra stream. Because this is definitely one of those irregular streams I just do whenever the fuck I feel like it. Yeah, I've been in a Factorio mood, so. Alright, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed. Nighty night.